Welcome back, everybody, to KT Beauty. Today is our cherry popper series, and I was requested to do how to conceal or get rid of like your under eye bags and then dark circles. So first, what I like to do is I like to take Skin Iceland. These are going to be under eye hydro cool firming eye gels right here. This is going to help any depuffing that you have underneath your eyes due to lack of sleep, anything of that sort of thing. I'm a night person, so I go to bed super late typically and wake up super early because I'm also a mom. So I got to get my kid up for school, and she's not a morning person, so we have to start our day a lot earlier, as I'm not a morning person either. So I like to take these gels when I need a boost of hydration. I need to depuff anything in my eye, underneath my eyes that, like I said, is caused by typically a lack of sleep, being tired. So I will go ahead and put these on. So I go ahead and put these on like so. My skin is cleaned. I do have an eye makeup because I'm in the middle of another tutorial, another filming session. So I wanted to take a breather real quick and do this cherry popper. And I will do the other eye. Actually, put on the wrong side. That's how you know I'm tired. So it goes like this. Sorry about that, guys. So side one. And side two. It's super cool. It's super cold. It's like it's been in the fridge, but hasn't. And you keep it on for 10 minutes. Right now it is 1:15. I'll keep it on till 1:25. We'll be back and I will show you the concealer part. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Right there. And bam. Oh, my under eyes feel so depuffed. They feel so hydrated right here. Alright, everybody, so I am back. I took off the under eye mask and then I put on some foundation so that we can get on with concealing any dark circles you may have under your eyes. I have dark circles. Drinking water helps alleviate dark circles. I don't get a lot of rest either, so that kind of contributes to my dark circles, but dark circles are also hereditary. My mother has really dark circles, so I was bound to have it one way or another. Just like my daughter, she will probably have it one way or another. So what I like to do is I do color correct under my eyes. Depending on your skin tone, you're gonna want to go in with like a peachy type of skin corrector under eye corrector, or like if you're like going on to the deep dark skin tone spectrum, orange is also a good one to use. This one I use is a CC cream. It's from Tarte. It's their Colored Clay CC Under Eye Corrector. It's in the medium tan range. Since I have more medium tan skin tones, they have a light one for lighter skin tones, which is a little bit less, it's peachy like this, but it's lighter peach. This one's your medium, and then you have more of an orangey kind of color going into deeper, darker skin tones. So what I like to do is I personally will use my fingers for this. You can use brushes. I do use brushes as well. So I will go ahead and take a little bit on my finger here, and I will start putting it under my eyes. Peachy tones counteract the blue black, purple black, blue black under your eyes. Bruising, if you have bruises, if you get hickeys, you know, all that fun stuff, that's the color you're going to want to use to correct underneath the eyes. You can go also over with yellow yellow is going to be more of a brightening. It's going to help brighten that area as well. I used to use yellow correctors under my eyes, but I figured since I highlight my eyes anyways using a lighter concealer, there's no need to like bright on top of bright. I'm not trying to like beam my under eyes from outer space. So I just like to go in with some of the peachy undertones, and I like to blend it out. I use my fingers to blend it out and warm up the skin. Your fingers help warm up your product. Any type of cream products, it warms it up so it helps sink into your skin a lot better. So I will go in, and anywhere my blueness, blue, black, whatever, is gonna be right in this area, right here. So that's where I target my peachy color corrector. And then what I do after that is I go in with, bam, concealers. And it all depends on your under eyes. So when you're treating under eyes, you want to make sure that your under eyes are hydrated. That's the key in your skincare for your eyes. It's hydration. It's gonna help with fine lines and wrinkles, but it also does help with depuffing your eyes, the tiredness, and it will help with your dark circles. So hydration, skincare is the #1 step essentially. And then what I typically do if I need any extras, I will go in with those little under eye patches that I showed you at the beginning of the video. I go ahead and do color correcting, and then I go in with concealers. I like to have concealer that's not super dry and not super matte, super hydration. Can't have hydration. I do get oily in my T-zones. So if I use a hydrating, dewy type of concealer, I'm gonna look a hot, greasy mess by second hour probably. So I like to go in that has kind of that balance of lightweight, a little hydrating, but not super hydrating and not super matte. I like the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I think this would be something that would be great for all skin types and all ages, whether you're more mature skin or you have, you know, teen to early 20s skin right here. And then this is going to be more of a medium type of coverage concealer. And then I like to go in with a dab of the Tarte Shape Tape contour. It says contour. Tarte Shape Tape Concealer right here. This is your heavy duty coverage concealer. I don't like to use a whole bunch of it. It's more drying than this one right here. So I found when I use too much of this one, I start getting little dry patches that'll show up kind of on the top of my cheeks. So I have to be very careful with this, and I'll start looking cakey under my eyes. So I go in, and this is gonna be color, both of them are medium. This one's medium neutral. I do go a little bit lighter than my skin tone. So I like to go up here, and I go like this. I don't draw triangles like I used to, just because I have to be careful with patchiness, cakiness. I have something going on up in my cheek area where I can't figure out why all of a sudden I start to look like I have cake face under my eyes. So I go in like that, and I'm going to go ahead and highlight the rest of my face with my concealer, since we're here. And then I'll go ahead and do a dab in my area of concern, which is going to be closer to my inner corner. And I will dab a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape in that area for the simple fact that it'll give me more coverage right there. So there's a few different methods that you can go ahead and blend this out with. You can use a sponge. You can use a brush, which I'm trying to see if I have my concealer brush. I have one right here. Let's go ahead and clean it real quick.
I have to leave soon.
Okay. So you have a concealer brush like right here, or you can use like your fingers. What I typically will do is, let me go ahead and blend my forehead out first. I let it sit under my eyes for just a few seconds, like a minute or two, depending on my time. And then for maximum coverage, sometimes I'll go and start patting away. I'm not a huge finger person, but I will start sometimes patting it away with my fingers so that I get the maximum amount of coverage to stay right here. And sorry, I've noticed that I keep using my middle finger and flipping you guys off, but no offense here. And I go in like that. I take any excess off with a damp wipe, and then I will go in with a little bit of a brush to help further blend out, like so. You can cut it out. Or have no volume and speed this up. And then I will take a damp beauty blender and I will go in and just kind of edge it out, pull up the excess like this. And that is how I go ahead and conceal my under eye area. If you have more mature skin, I wouldn't use so much concealer. I would just focus your concealer more right here. You have to be very careful when you get more fine lines and your skin starts thinning out a little bit more. But I would just use a little bit of concealer, kind of do a line here and maybe a line this way, and then kind of blend it out. And so forth. You don't need to go in heavy. You're not trying to look like you're 20 years old by highlighting all the points of your face, like somebody, you know, I'm early 30s or somebody in their 20s typically will do. But that is how you conceal dark circles under your eyes. That's how you diffuse any puffiness that you might get. And I hope this tutorial helps and that your cherry has been popped. We'll see you guys later. Bye!